Well, as I was telling a friend of mine from Michigan this morning, um, we're used to this in Europe with, of course, the result from Brexit, where we woke up and we were completely aghast. He woke up this morning and he could not believe what had happened. He was completely in shock. So I said, well, that's all right for you because we're already used to this. And yes, it is quite a surprise, but it seems to be the way the world is moving, which is, I have to say, in some ways a bit concerning. With that, I do have to say also that the Gibraltar American Chamber of Commerce is apolitical completely, and we are interested in commerce and culture.
Having said that, we have heard that Donald Trump is looking at renegotiating its world trade agreements, and whereas Gibraltar will be nowhere near the front of the list in terms of priorities, it's something to consider, is it not?
Absolutely. AmCham Gibraltar is now part of the network of AmChams in Europe, which means we have access to, for example, the British American Chamber of Commerce, which is quite a powerful Chamber of Commerce, and it may be that we can try to get Gibraltar linked to any agreement that is concluded between the UK and the US.
So as far as any trade agreements that already exist between Gibraltar and the US, are these at risk at all, given that there's been a change of administration and possibly a change in policy?
Trump has said that he wants to get rid of TTIP, which is a trade agreement between the US and Europe, which has been in the negotiation for about 7 years, and prioritize an agreement directly with the UK. So depending on where you are, that will affect you in different ways.
And as for AmCham itself, an organization which was set up quite recently, is there a potential threat to it in the future?
Not at all. Quite the contrary. I think we're in a position to do a lot more advocacy work and education work, and to try to raise awareness on what Gibraltar is and what it has to offer to American businesses with respect to their entry into the UK, which will hopefully increase over the next few years. The UK has 20% of its exports to the United States, granted against 40% to the EU, but still the United States is a very important trading partner of the UK, and to the extent that we can include Gibraltar in there with respect to financial services and certain other industries, that is certainly very positive for all of us.